Athleisure is taking over fashion. It has now come out of the gyms as people have started to adopt the style in their everyday clothing. Today, you might see multiple brands selling these articles of clothing, but it all began with Gymshark. Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we're going to talk about how Gymshark went from nothing to $1 billion business. So, let's begin. When we first met Ben Francis in 2012, he was a student at Aston University in Birmingham. For extra cash, he delivered pizzas on the side. Though the teen appeared to be rather busy, he had higher ambitions. Since he was a little boy, Francis dreamed of making it big in the business world. He launched an online license plate store when he was still a young teen. 2 activity tracker apps he developed for the iPhone brought in an additional £8,000. Ben Francis, though, came up with an idea for a new firm while sitting in his dorm room in Birmingham. Francis was a dedicated gym-goer who always considered working in the fitness industry. He had first considered the supplement industry. Unfortunately, he quickly realized the margins on his investments were rather low. He instead went on a quest to learn everything there was to know about workout wear. This would have been a far smarter way to run a company. He channeled his boundless vitality and confidence to make his business goals a reality. As a result, Gymshark.com emerged as a formidable force in the world of online sportswear retail. When Francis first started his company, he took a straightforward approach. Although he lacked business expertise, he was exceptionally rational. He set fair prices for his goods, taking into account what he and his pals would be willing to pay. Francis again followed the reason in his product designs. He searched the high street but came up empty, both for gym gear he liked and that actually fit his young frame. Instead, he made the garments he wanted to wear for himself. The production of the goods eventually became a community effort. His grandma had been making curtains for some time. For this reason, Francis enlisted her assistance to become a skilled seamstress. Early on, Francis established a rudimentary assembly line. Francis was required to invest more and more time and energy into Gymshark as the brand gained popularity. In order to increase production, his brother and a few helpful friends began assisting with the sewing. And then Francis, in between classes and shifts at Pizza Hut, managed to squeeze in some work for Gymshark. Between pizza runs, he'd answer questions, then back at home he'd get to work cataloging inventory. Some days he stayed up till the wee hours making changes to the website and developing new items. Although the labor was unrelenting, the results were seen almost immediately. After only 2 years in business, Gymshark was bringing in $250,000. Francis was so moved by this that he decided to forego further education and his steady employment. He gave himself completely to his new enterprise. Francis has made a wise choice. Over time, word of mouth brought in an ever-increasing number of consumers, and the company flourished. The popularity of Gymshark skyrocketed. Several years later, Gymshark has amassed a user base of over 2 million. Francis, the founder and CEO of Gymshark, is responsible for a workforce of more than 1,000 people. The company's headquarters may be found in Solihull, in the southwestern region of the United Kingdom. Incredible as it may seem, this is only a short distance from where the company began, a student bedroom in Birmingham. For a long time now, specialists in the fitness industry and beyond have been amazed by Gymshark's remarkable, lightning-fast ascent to prominence. Many people have been left wondering how Francis managed to turn his side project into a multi-million-pound enterprise in such a short period of time. Before Gymshark even existed, Francis was just a kid in school. He says that even at that early stage, he had some sort of business plan. He lucked out by making some good calls when the company was young, but that doesn't explain how the company becomes so successful in only a matter of years. Well, they were one of the first brands that leveraged influencer marketing to their advantage. You could say that Gymshark's marketing campaign is a redefining of the approach to introducing a new brand. Their rapid expansion has been driven by an emphasis on utilizing the strengths of their community via social media and brand strategy. In spite of the fact that not all marketers and strategists would agree with their methods, the fact remains that they have been very successful when put into practice. Francis teamed up with a group of popular people on social media and turned them into brand advocates. Hundreds to thousands of people follow each of these ambassadors across various social media platforms, which is bound to increase Gymshark's fan base. But this does not mean that just any athlete could become a Gymshark ambassador. Originally, Gymshark aimed to boost its profile by collaborating with influential YouTubers. They set out to form a family united by a commitment to health and wellness, a desire to give back to the community, and an ambition to become something greater than themselves. That's why they picked the people who could spread the word of their company like wildfire, who genuinely appreciated what they were offering, and who would stick around for the long haul. No one else in the e-commerce industry was offering anything like this at this time. This method is now commonly referred to as influencer marketing. Gymshark selects popular fitness profiles on Instagram. The company then contacts the influencers in question in an effort to secure sponsorship for their content. In exchange, the athletes promote Gymshark by wearing the brand's gear and posting photos on Instagram. They also include a link to the company's website in their bios. I can't believe how savvy they are. Gymshark's focus isn't solely on user counts, which is something to keep in mind. Anyone who wants to be a brand ambassador for them needs to have a sizable and actively engaged fan base. Further, they need to be appropriate for the items and the customers who buy them. Those selected will act as brand ambassadors for Gymshark in their respective local communities. This facilitates genuine, brand-reflective interaction between them and their supporters. Two fitness YouTubers, Lex Griffin Porsche Purse of Lex Fitness, who currently has over 440,000 subscribers, and Chris Lovato, 65,000 subscribers, has worked with Gymshark since 2013. The company wanted their stamp of approval, so they submitted samples along with a video to back it up. Soon after, Gymshark grew its social media presence by endorsing a wide variety of fitness influencers on platforms, including Instagram, YouTube, and blogs. They set up get-togethers so that their brand ambassadors and their wares could interact with their target audience. Influencers will reach out to their followers ahead of time to express excitement about meeting them and their undying devotion to their fandom. They are making a substantial financial and symbolic investment in their company's future with this strategy. However, neither YouTube nor Instagram could have gotten them the success they were able to find with TikTok. TikTok, for those unfamiliar, is the most downloaded social media app in the United States as of September 2018 and has more than 500 million monthly active users worldwide. TikTok advertising is quickly becoming the next big thing for companies looking to sell their wares in the online space. The marketing possibilities of TikTok weren't lost on Gymshark. TikTok users tend to be younger than those of other social media platforms, and they share a deep love of music. Therefore, utilizing it will allow you to communicate with and interest a varied and specific demographic. Gymshark began teaming up with TikTok's fitness and lifestyle stars. Then, across their many online channels, they made public their 66 Days Change Your Life Challenge. All that was required of followers was to pick a personal objective and post a first self-portrait. To enter for a chance to win a year's supply of Gymshark products, they had to submit a new photo 66 days later. With the Gymshark 66 hashtag trending on social media platforms just a few weeks after the campaign's launch, Gymshark's visibility and reach were significantly boosted. In addition, this strategy generates substantial user-generated content for Gymshark across multiple channels, particularly social media. People that are proud of their accomplishments generate the content and share it online. Gymshark has amassed a sizable following and athlete community across its numerous social channels since these influencers adopted the brand at an early stage of social media. Because of its innovative use of digital marketing, its annual blackout discounts, and its large and engaged community, Gymshark has a much wider reach than its rivals. When it comes to athleisure, Gymshark has become as recognizable as its luxury workout clothing. The brand has used offline influencers to draw customers to its UK pop-up stores in recent years. Now, in addition to influencer marketing, Gymshark always kept the needs of its customers first. Gymshark's demographic is comprised of young adults 18 to 25 with interests in health and wellness, style, and music. All of their efforts are focused squarely on satisfying the expectations of their target demographic. The needs of their clientele are being met. On Black Friday of 2015, Gymshark experienced a website outage, preventing clients from taking advantage of the company's special offers. While this would have been fatal for many businesses, Gymshark's founder took the time to personally handwrite 2,500 letters of apologies and discounts to customers who had been unable to make purchases during the crash. Here are the takeaways. Exclude your non-target audience with pride so you can give your full attention to them. Invest even more in how your customers are treated. Make sure your site passes test after test. Make your website and in-person interactions with customers remarkable by employing cutting-edge technologies. If you make a mistake, accept responsibility, answer magnificently, and move on. Oh, and on their way to the top, the company never slipped when it came to documentation. At Gymshark, documentation is the most important item. They're upfront in their approach to building the firm, with regular updates posted to their various social media accounts. Videos and high-quality photos show off the company's facilities and recent developments. More timely information is also provided, such as the company's recent decision to launch a campaign in response to the global COVID-19 outbreak. Whatever the case may be, Gymshark's massive online following may be attributed in large part to the company's decision to use its popular YouTube channel as a platform from which to openly expand its business. To receive an inside perspective on the company's affairs and operations is a great way to make fans feel valued and appreciated as part of the group. Another reason behind Gymshark's success is that they have managed to amass a great team. 500 employees work out of the brand's headquarters, which strives to create a culture where every morning feels like Christmas morning. Gymshark Lifting Club is an exclusive strength training facility for team members and invited athletes, located on the Solihull campus. Even though Francis is the creator and owner of Gymshark, he has decided not to serve as CEO anymore. In a YouTube video titled, "I'm Not Gymshark's CEO Anymore," he explains, "The most challenging thing for me was learning to trust others to do the things in the business that I used to do." Further, he said, "You need to continuously be among people who give you a reality check, people who are better than you," and freely confessed that he rarely uses email for team communication since it's too slow. This demonstrates the importance of carefully selecting candidates for open positions, vetting them for fit with the organization's vision and values, and then stepping back to let them get to work. Because you're the owner, you get to decide what your position is and can choose not to be the CEO if it's not your cup of tea. Figure out how to provide more and more for your staff so that they are motivated to provide their all for your company. The success of Gymshark demonstrates that one does not need to have worked in the field of marketing for many years or use conventional methods to be successful. Influencer marketing has played and will continue to play a significant role in Gymshark's day-to-day marketing efforts. As a result, more and more people are becoming part of the Gymshark family. It's encouraging to see the company's flagship product, the brand, continue to thrive. The next objective is to double the business's revenue to £500 million in the next 3 years. Francis and the team have a long tradition of success, so we're rooting for them. The fitness gear and accessories retailer Gymshark made a staggering £261 million in sales in the fiscal year ending July 2020. Additionally, Forbes reports that Gymshark is now worth $1.3 billion. So that's all the time we had today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel and do hit the bell icon on your way out. See you next time.